Thank you for that,
Always.
Alan. And I just want
So,
to...
I mean, is this a meeting hall or is this somebody's house? I was just, that address kind of threw me off. 13 North Washington Street.
Well, Alan, you're really tricking me here because I can't even.
Here, I've got it. I'm pulling it up. 13 North Washington.
Well, you know, because it's an event, and if I'm going to drive to Ypsilanti, I just want to make sure I'm not going.
I should have this.
This is
to some back alley.
It
wrong
looks.
address.
It looks like it's a. It's some
Turn
sort
left
of
at the rock on the corner by
storefront.
the alley.
It looks like a little storefront.
It might be
All right,
a
so you get-
provisioning center in Ipsy.
It might be.
All
This
right.
might be an old
Maybe
picture.
ask
This is
the-
from August of 2016, so it's totally possible. But this does not look residential to me.
All right. Maybe just double check that address with Amanda tomorrow or something, because you got it posted for Saturday. The next question on this event for Saturday, is there a fee to attend?
Steve.
I don't believe there's a fee for this one.
Okay.
It's our maiden
Your inaugural
voyage
event.
on doing these, so it's kind of our trial run. So those who get to go, who make it out this weekend, this will be the first complimentary one, and
The first one is free.
and see how we do. And if we do excellent, people are going to have demand for us. And when there's demand, you got to pay some money.
You got to pay the money.
No, actually, it will. Any money we do earn off these things will go to the Michigan Medical Marijuana Association and a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of
money is used
sharing
for
of
that,
information.
sharing of information. We help people out with that in
Yeah.
certain different ways, and it's good, and we're trying to build that fund back up so we can help more people get more information out there, and more and more. Let's get marijuana and medical marijuana more in normal thinking in people is what I think a good goal is.
Yeah, I agree. I think most of us are familiar with Victor Vicious, the advocate. I've known him for a number of years and really got to know him well when we were doing the court support back in the days of Bree Green being taken, and I remember very specifically talking to him about this exact topic, and what he said was, and it made a lot of sense, is how on earth do we ever think that our children are supposed to look at something like marijuana as normal if we refuse to treat it as such.
Right.
So it's important, and until we do, we can expect that this type of nonsense will continue. I mean, I keep seeing stories about these drug dogs one after the other. I don't see any drug dogs being retired, Steve, and I mean I don't know.
They're trained on other narcotics, I
Right,
guess.
but then if they alert on a vehicle, is there any way for the handler to determine whether the dog is alerting on marijuana or cocaine? I highly doubt it.
I don't know enough about the dog training to answer that question accurately.
Yeah.
I do know a guy. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's like a dog master.
We should find out.
But I know what the dogs used to indicate for marijuana. They would sit.
Yeah.
And each dog's
I don't know,
trained
Jim.
differently. But I don't know.
Steve, when I was at the inauguration, there were some dogs pointing at me, standing up and just
Oh,
pointing
yeah.
at me with like their tail behind them and their
They
nose
want-
directly pointing at me when I walked around.
They
there.
smelled Alan. There's no doubt about that.
But I want to say, and I don't know if this is completely correct, but I want to say that they just alert on,
Yeah, they do.
drugs in general. So your dog might be trained in heroin, cocaine, and
Right.
marijuana.
And the dog alerts.
And the dog alerts.
And it's one of the
alert
three.
is done when the dog, generally a lot of them, some of them have different alerts, but most of them will sit down. They'll go up, they'll go around the vehicle, they'll go by the trunk, you got weed in your trunk, the dog sits down. That's an indicator.
Right.
The dog just indicated. He told you that, but I think
But he's
that
not
could
saying,
be
"Hey,"
cocaine,
right.
that could be heroin, Could be anything.
So these dogs, and
that's an issue.
That's what these news stories were saying.
That's going to be the next thing that Michael will probably be litigating.
I'm pretty sure it will be, because these dogs are going to alert on people that smell like marijuana. And if you are 21 years and older, you are allowed, without any restriction, to smell like marijuana. It is not probable cause of a crime.
No.
So
actually, Michael already has a case like that at the Court of Appeals.
Okay.
We're pending right now, People versus Clark.
Yes, sir.
And it came out from last summer, where the judge basically said what Jim was just saying, is that the smell of marijuana is not probable cause because it's been legal in this country since since 2008 for medical use, and that alone was not reason to change the focus of the investigation. In this case was a loud muffler to the smell.
The old loud muffler.
I love the loud muffler.
I used to like that one, Jim.
You know who else?
I made a lot of stops for that loud muffler, Jim.
I bet you did.
And the license plate light, that was a good one, too.
Oh, yeah, your license plate is out. Yep. You know who else likes the old loud muffler? Is John Schlicker, who I believe is with us now.
John's got a new ride, though.
All right, I'll let him talk because he's calling long distance. Thanks for letting him give me some airtime.
Yeah.
All righty, take care.
Bye, Alan. So, John, tell us about Cannapalooza. We've heard all about it through Deb and are interested to...
Very excited about it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're very excited about it. Cannapalooza is going to be bigger and better than ever, and it's going to grow every year. This coming year, we've moved to the Hubbard Lake Lions Park. There's going to be on-site camping. It'll be a 3-day event starting Friday afternoon through Sunday. Friday and Saturday we'll have music. Sunday is going to be educational speakers related to marijuana and hemp. Got some good speakers lined up for Sunday, and I've got really good entertainment both Friday and Saturday night.
Ooh, let us in. Let us know.
I like that. How much is it to get in, John?
It's going to be $25 a day or $50 for a weekend pass.
Nice. 50. Okay. You camp right on site, is it? Johnny, you camp right on site. I've never been to one, and I am coming this year. This is Steve, by the way.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, so
yes, sir.
Is that the deal? Like you bring your camping stuff or camper or tent or whatever, and you camp on site? Is that how it goes for a newbie that's never been?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
Sounds
correct.
awesome.
This is our first time out with a camping venue.
Oh, excellent.
As Deborah mentioned earlier in the show, we've done it at the community center here in town, which is a nice hall and a nice place to do a small venue, but we've grown and we have outgrown that building, so
excellent. Growth is a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the event is my favorite event of the entire year, Steve. If you come this year,
I'm coming.
You're going to
Can you consume cannabis at Cannapalooza?
Can you not consume cannabis? That's the question.
Amen, Deborah.
Yeah,
can you not? Can you not?
It's mandatory if you're planning on not consuming cannabis, Jim. Stay your butt at home.
The only time I won't be consuming is when I'm sleeping.
You'll be consuming them to passively consuming.
But I'll be loaded up on medical prior to.
Right on. The only time I use cannabis is when I'm alone or with somebody.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a new sponsor this year too, Esteban's 420 Honey.
Absolutely.
Oh, isn't it? I thought he changed the name.
Oh,
I thought it was.
That's actually Esteban's Divine.
Divine
organic honey.
It's going to be
you will like it when you try it.
The John. Divine Nectar.
The Divine Nectar.
Ooh, I like the sound of it.
Steve definitely wants to share his Divine Nectar with everybody.
Yeah, we could do a cooking competition using Esteban's honey. That's the only rule of the contest.
Yes, you must.
You make barbecue, and the Esteban's team will come around and sample all the food.
More sampling team.
And we'll be the judges. I like the idea.
It's a good idea. I really do
right?
like it.
Be perfect for that venue.
It really would.
Yes.
It really would. So
yes, it would.
So what part of the
sounds like something we could talk about.
what part of the
Let's plan
state
on it.
is this in for someone like me that's not familiar, John?
Okay, it is in the northeast corner of the Lower Peninsula. It's about halfway between the city of East Tawas and also then Alpena. So halfway in between. If you're coming up US 23, it's back inland about 8 miles. It's quite easy to find. We're going to have maps of it made up for people coming from different directions that will be on our internet, Canapaloosa Worldwide webpage.
Excellent. That sounds like a lot of fun, and I can't wait myself. I mean, I think...
Yeah, me too. Sounds great.
I don't think there's enough events like this out there.
No.
And I know that, when I first started getting involved in the activism, that there were more clubs out there having events, having, farmers markets and campouts and all these good things. And, John, thank you to you and your people for continuing to put on events like this that help to bring the community together and just do something fun together. We have enough challenges and fights that we have to deal with every single day, and it's nice that
nice to do fun
people.
stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah, it is nice to do fun. Exactly. Thank you, and I appreciate everybody there and all the support I get from you.
Well, we're glad to do it.
Absolutely. All right, excellent. Well, we're going to take a quick break here.
Little
Little
Play
break.
us some more good music.
All right. What's your request, John? For music.
I like it's a Mason Jennings song, Black Panthers.
All right, pull it up, Jim.
Let's see what we got here. All right. You're listening to...
And I'm glad we're done. I'm glad we're pretty much done fighting against our state government. I'm glad we got a new government. I want to give kudos to Dana and Gretchen for stepping up and doing what they promised us they'd do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Excellent. Well, we're going to go to a quick break. John, thanks for calling in. You're listening to Planet Trees.
Thanks, John.
Thank you very much.
Black Panther, defy the power, fight the violence with non-violence. What good is justice if the scales are bent by a criminal government? Think of the dead in Vietnam. Think of the dead in Birmingham. Think of the freedom we don't understand. A sleeping bed in a stolen night. Responsibility to understand, responsibility to take a stand, responsibility to know your place in the struggle of the human race. Black Panther, defy the power, fight the violence with non-violence. What good is justice if the scales are bent by a criminal government? China! Scales are bent